Swimming for the boys. Lane 1, Jack Dowling of Indian Hill. Lane 2, Steve Russo, St. Xavier. Lane 3, Brandon Voorhees of Kings. Lane 4, Jesus Carabello, Oxford Talawanda. Lane 5, Grant Wethington, Anderson. Lane 6, Stuart Marsh, Madera. Lane 7, Mitchell Fry, St. Xavier. Lane 8, Chris Asian of Moeller.
And Brandon Voorhees is taking it out very quickly in lane 3. Stuart Marsh also in lane 6 taking out fast. Down in lane 1, Jack Dowling out very powerfully. Lane 3, Brandon is still in command by about a half a body length. Now, Jesus Cabrello of Oxford Talawanda is coming up strong. Well, Brandon just ran away with this race. He dove in and took control. Kings High School with a time of 53:62. Jesus finished with a time of 54:71. Finishing third, that's Grant Wethington of Anderson, a junior. And he was 54:73. And now the championship final heat.
Swimming in lane 1, Greg Nimberg of Moeller. Lane 2, Mark Hancher of Sycamore. Lane 3, Andrew Cole of Xenia. Lane 4, Josh Quallen of Wilmington. Lane 5, Ian Woolley, St. Xavier. Lane 6, Grant Johnson, St. Xavier. Lane 7, Jeff Ross, Springfield Catholic Central. Lane 8, Edgar Carabello, Oxford Talawanda. Keller Bello boys swimming in the A finals and B finals.
We've got 6 seniors, a junior, and a sophomore in this heat. So it's a very experienced field. Lane 3 and 4 right together. 5 right there as well. Josh Quallen, Ian Woolley, Grant Johnson in lane 6. Andrew Coe in lane 3. Slight edge to Quallen, who's an outstanding, oh my goodness. Quallen just exploded off that wall. He took about a body length lead off of that second turn. Out of Wilmington High School, senior. I know he's gone 48 in the 100 fly, so he's really putting it to it right here. He's gonna have a shot at the record. He got it.
49.96.
49.96. He exploded off the turn at the 50. Oh my goodness. What a great breakout. Used his legs, accelerated. Finishing second, that was Woolley. He finished with a time of 52:51. So he separated, went from being almost in a dead heat to blowing it out by almost 2.5 seconds. What a great second half.
That brings us to the girls 100 backstroke. Swimming to the B final, lane 1, Marianne Kamen, Springboro. Lane 2, Devin Landstra, Indian Hill. Lane 3, Maureen Sullivan, Mason. Lane 4, Claire Golba, Kettering. Lane 5, Megan Carlson, Xenia. Lane 6, Hannah Marshall, Versailles. Lane 7, Julia Volpenheim, Mason. And lane 8, Abby Wu, senior from Ursuline Academy.
Outstanding underwater in lane 1 by Marion Kaufman, Springboro High School. Did a great job getting off her wall underwater. Now, we'll see if she's able to hold her oxygen. She looks like she's got good rhythm. I wonder if she missed a wall or something this morning because she's flying. 27.9 going out in lane 1. Up in lane 5, Megan Carlson, Xenia High School. Now in lane 2, coming on, Devin Landstra, Indian Hill High School. Marion Kaufman just stole this race on the first breakout. Her first 25, she really, really went after it.
Amazing how that happens.
Hey, you get out and go for it. Nothing wrong with that. Let it rip. 58.19.
It's a nice drop.
Oh, a 3.2 second drop from the morning. I've got to think maybe she missed a wall. She did something this morning that wasn't her norm. That was an outstanding swim.
Swimming in the A final, Maddie Rapp, Mount Notre Dame. Lane 2, Alexandra Tracy, Indian Hill. Lane 3, Elizabeth Threerup, Indian Hill. Lane 4, Emily Slavey, Junior, Ursuline Academy. Lane 5, Hannah Whiteley, Springboro. Lane 6, Michelle Zelnick, Troy. Lane 7, Allie Mayhew, Dayton Oakwood. Lane 8, Eleanor Hong of Dayton Oakwood.
Well, Mike, yeah, getting back to that last swim, you got to do it in the morning.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter. You don't swim fast in the morning, you're not in the big heat. So that'll be a good opportunity for her to learn. She was a freshman, so she'll have many opportunities. The time she did tonight would have placed her third.
And so that the casual viewer understands, she cannot compete for the championship.
That's right.
Because she was not in the A final. She swam in the B final.
Yeah, the
tonight.
highest she can get is 9.
Right. That's what makes the preliminary competition so important.
So important. And the kids got to understand that when they're swimming in these prelim final meets throughout the course of the season, it's important to always race your mornings, because you've got to be able to do that when you get to the championships. And if you've not done that, if you picked and choose when you're going to go fast, you're not prepared for that when the time comes. A great lesson for all the athletes to take. Okay, Emily Slavey just exploded off that start. She did a nice job getting out. She's out the early lead. Hannah Whitley, Springboro freshman. Wow, she is really turning it on. Now Springboro also, Mike, is the same school that our console heat winner won, and they both, maybe they practiced their underwaters between the sessions, because they're blowing them out now. Look at that.
That's amazing.
Hannah Whitley.
Well, those fly kicks, gets halfway down the pool on her last wall.
That's a pretty good underwater right there. 56-15, tied, broke the Aaron Forster's record by a second.
By a whole second. Wow. Aaron Foster had the record of 57-15 back in 2002 from Centerville. To beat it by such a large margin is unbelievable.
That is.
I don't think in 18 years I've watched this meet, I've never seen that happen in 100.
I mean, she dropped she dropped 1.6 seconds off her prelim time.
Boys 100 back, swimming in the B final. Mac Lewis, lane 1 of Marymount. Lane 2, Chandler Vandeford of Springfield. Lane 3, Noah Warabetz of Moeller. Lane 4, Xavier Jimenez of Sycamore. Lane 5, Jacob Westerkamp of St. Xavier. Lane 6, Paul Dickman of Lebanon. Lane 7, Liam Moran, sophomore, Cincinnati St. Xavier. And lane 8, Matthew Marcourt of Seven Hills, the Seven Hills School.
Okay, in lane 4, Xavier Jimenez, Sycamore High School. With the lead up in lane 8, that's Matthew Marquardt.
Xavier Jimenez of Sycamore.
Jimenez is winning this race handily with a time of 54:11. 54:11.
Swimming in the A finals, lane 1, Matt Pettit of Springfield Catholic Central. Lane 2, Zach Fisher, Walnut Hills. Lane 3, Josh Quallen of Wilmington. Lane 4, Henrik Pullman, Beaver Creek. Lane 5, Mitchell Stover, Versailles. Lane 6, Matthew McDonald, Dakota East. Lane 7, James Ray of St. Xavier. Lane 8, Jimmy Kolasicki of Kings. We just saw Quallen a moment ago.
Yeah,
Quick double.
That's a tough double. I think the hardest double in this meet is the 50 free to 100 fly. There's no time in between it, and the kids love to do that double.
I'm going to watch his underwaters on this one.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Remember, he exploded. Quallen is in lane 3.
Jamie Kramer holds the record, and it's 50.17 back in 2000. So this record's about 12 years old. Okay, they set their feet. Solid start. Lane 3, Quallen had a very good breakout. James Ray up in lane 7 had a very nice breakout. He had a good underwater. Oh, now lane 3, Quallen still holding on. Pullman coming up. He picked it up right there. Let's see what the third one's like. 50 to go. Pullman is right there. Quallen, their teammates.
They're all there.
Stover out of Versailles. Zach Fisher in lane 2, battling. Lane 1, that's Matt Pratt. That's a good field.
There's Quallen. There goes Quallen.
Quallen, yes. And he accelerated through. Pullman also there. And the record stays 51-25.
Puts Quallen 6th place on the top 10 all-time fastest in the 100-yard.
Very good swims there.
Now we go to the girls' 500-yard freestyle. Swimming in heat 1, lane 1, Marissa Martin of Anderson. Lane 2, Anna Lynch, Oakwood. Lane 3, Nicole Swartz of Centerville. Lane 4, Emma King of Centerville. Lane 5, Maddie Eckley of Centerville. Lane 6, Alex George of Ursuline Academy. Lane 7, Kate Randall of Loveland. Lane 8, Marissa Delgado, St. Ursula.
And Mike will be going to an interview here shortly. The early stages of this race. The early lead is taken by Emma King. We saw her swim well earlier. Swartz there. Kate Randall up in lane 7 is taking out very fast in 3rd place. I believe Kate Randall looks like she's maybe taking the early lead. And right there with lane 4. Kate Randall is a Loveland High School swimmer, junior. Okay, and now time for an interview.
Free, Alik Elder from Meadowdale up in Dayton. One of the products of Kevin Weldon, who's done a great job over the years, but I've never seen Weldon come up with a sprinter, but you must be something special. Tell us about your race.
I was just really trying to go fast, nothing specific. Just trying to win is all I wanted to do.
Now you've been 20.8 already this year. You went 21.2 tonight. How fast do you think you can go at the state championship?
I'm going to go at 19.
Now you're Division II, and there's a sprinter out at Lima Shawnee who went 19 last year, so you guys are going to have some great races. Both of you are going to go to Arizona?
I'm going to go to Arizona, I know that, but I don't know where he's going.
Ultimately, what's your goal? Olympic gold medal?
Olympic gold medal, to be top in whatever I do, no matter what I do.
I'll tell you, he exploded off the blocks and exploded off the wall. What a talent. You got a great future in front of you. Great race, great finish. 20.8 already this season. Probably get the state record this year. Good luck, all the best. Good luck in the 100 free and the 50 breast tonight.
All right,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're back to the 500 freestyle. And still up in lane 7, that's Kate Randall with the lead. At the 250, she's out at 233.19. She's opened up about a body length lead. She looks very strong. He's followed by Emma King in lane 4. Cole Schwartz. Looks like we're going to have one more interview, Mike. At the 300 mark with Kate Randall leading. Took a breath into that wall. Yeah, still Kate Randall. We haven't gone to the interview yet. We're still on the screen there. Bottom of the, there we go. You can see the wide view there. That's Emma King up in the middle, has now taken a slight lead. Randall in second, and up in lane 2, that's Anna Zilch out of Dayton Oakwood. King's out of Centerville, and Randall's out of Loveland. Okay. Now we're going to an interview.
I'm here with the winner of the girls' 100 fly, Madeline Schaefer. She's a freshman from Springfield. Which one is she? Okay, this is Madeline here. Her time was 57:59. Madeline, a lot of people think that with 4 laps there's really not a race plan, but I know there is. So tell me about your race.
I always try to go out and do my best and go as fast as I can.
Is it a four lap sprint, or do you?
Yeah,
Okay, not a lot to that. Okay, and you also swim the 50.
yeah.
And I also heard that you have no other events today, but you are swimming tomorrow, and surprisingly, you're swimming the 200 fly tomorrow. How do you think you'll do?
I don't know. It just depends. I'll always do my best, so.
Or maybe we'll just have an all-out sprint in the 200 fly. I'm also here with Madeline's mother, Wendy. Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Hi, good, thanks.
I brought in Wendy because she's going to have 4 years of hanging around Madeline, getting all excited about how well she's doing in swimming. So how excited are you for her tonight?
I am so excited for her. She deserves this. A lot of hard work.
She's got a good future.
She has a great future. Keeps her head together.
And what are your plans for the next couple weeks for the next meet?
Train my hardest so I can go fast again.
Okay, so that means you're going to be going all-out sprints for the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. Mom, where's she going to college?
I don't know. That's a good question. Somewhere close to home.
Okay, we got that. Okay, again, Madeline, congratulations and good luck the rest of the meet.
Thank you.
Okay, and Anna Lynch ended up coming up to win that race out of lane 2, 5:11.94. Finishing second, Emma King, 5:12.16. Kate, and then Marissa Delgado in lane 8, 5:13.96 finishes third. And now to the finals.
Swimming in heat 2, Claire Gilmore in lane 1 of Marymount. Lane 2, Caitlin Farrar, the senior, St. Ursula. Lane 3, Shaylin Spellman, Turpin. Lane 4, Sydney Lofquist, Dayton Oakwood. Lane 5, Zoe Thatcher of Mason. Lane 6, the 200 free champion earlier this evening, Allie Wooden, a sophomore, Cincinnati Country Day. Lane 7, Megan Carlson of Xenia. And lane 8, Stephanie Williams of Turpin.
A very strong field, Mike. The record is held by Amanda Smith of Indian Hill at 4:53.10. And Zoe Thatcher is taking it out quickly with good tempo. And it's time for another, probably Pat Lunsford in for interview here.
We have another Pat Lunsford story. We got Jeff Ricker here. Jeff, now you've been officiating for 14 years. Our understanding you're going to try to break Pat Lunsford's record of 40 years. Give us a Pat Lunsford story.
Well, Pat to me is pretty simple to say. Friend, mentor, but also somebody from whom I've learned a lot about life. You know, he just talks about being calm and patient, which makes for a good starter, but it also makes for a great person. So thanks, Pat, for teaching about life as well as officiating.
You don't have success without a successor, and Pat's mentored awful lot of people. Jeff's an outstanding official, be around for years to come. Thanks, Pat Lunsford, and thanks, Jeff, for all you do.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
And we're back to our race. And we've got Zoe Thatcher leading. Allie Wooden on her hip there in lane 6. And they're out in 125 and 127 respectfully at the 150. And we've got a very tight race at the top of our screen with Claire Gilmore and Caitlin Ferrara and Shaylin Spellman from Turpin. Gilmore's from Marymount. Ferrara's from swims for St. Ursula Academy. And Zoe has opened up about a body and a half lead out in 155. Wooden out in 156, coming off of their 200 free they swam together. Now lane 4, that's Sydney Lofquist out of Dayton Oakwood, who's in 3rd. And Zoe is pulling away now. Allie Wooden in command of 2nd. Sydney Lofquist solid 3rd right now. We've got a battle in lanes 2 and 3 with Caitlin Ferrara and Zoe is at 254.32. If she can hold this pace, keep her last 450s all under 30, she's got a shot at breaking Amanda Smith's record. So we'll see if she's able to hold that tempo and bring her last part of her race in very strong. And here comes Allie Wooden making a move, trying to get back up there into the race with Zoe. You can see them at the right there on our screen. That's Zoe Thatcher swimming very powerfully. Good entry into her wall, good extension. Pulls bottom arm, takes a breath, gets good extension. So taking the breath, if she's clean with that breakout, can be effective in getting her oxygen intake back. And she does a real nice job flowing into her walls. Allie, good top arm there. Okay, and so we've got the 1-2 combo right there, and in lane 4, Sydney Lundquist is holding on. Shaylin Spellman is trying to get up and push her in lane 3. She's pulled away from Ferrara in lane 2. And there's the bell lap, signifying 150 to go. And this last 50, they really picked their legs up. Going to have to come back in 29.4 to get the record, so she's got a shot. The crowd's a little quiet. I wonder if they're aware. Probably not. She's got to bring it home. Comes Allie Wooden strong, finishing. And here she comes. And she went a 10, she got it. She tied it. 53.10. That's a very, very strong swim. Wooden finishes in 4:55.37. And Lundquist holds on with a 5:02.62 for 3rd.
Okay, swimming in the boys, heat 1 will be Joe Randazzo of Glen Estee. Lane 2, Kevin Moscow, St. Xavier. Lane 3, Fritz Josephson of Moeller. Lane 4, Charlie Fry, Sycamore. Lane 5, Cam Young, St. Xavier. Lane 6, Christian Burney, Kettering Fairmont. Lane 7, Drew Hamilton, Turpin. Lane 8, Trevor Kiriazis of Springfield.
Mike, we just had a record that was tied. Zoe tied the Amanda Smith's record for the time of 4:53.10.
Very impressive.
Very strong finish.
Good for her.
Good race.
Having some good swims this year. Seems like there's more records dropping.
This year has been a bigger record
than last year.
Last year, I'm not sure if we had a record.
I think we had the least amount of records last year. Of course, the depth was outstanding, but I think we were already getting back to setting more records this year.
That's exciting. Well, and you know, the kids are, for the most part, they're wearing normal suits. They're not wearing speed suits. So that's a good, solid indication that they're preparing for their championships and in good position. You know, the couple of things that may have factored into that last year. I know we're going to go to an interview here. I'll bring that thought back up when we come back.
Well, one thing is the fact that you had the most possible training days.
That's
over
what
the
I was going to
Christmas
talk
break.
about, but
And
stole
this
my thunder.
year, there were the least possible training days for Christmas break, and some of the areas had to miss because of 2 snow days.
Yes, some snow days came, and so some of the athletes are a little fresher, some a little bit faster that way. So
We'll see at the end of the year if it affects anything. I kind of think it will not.
No, you know, the kids get excited and they go
Right.
fast no matter what.
Right.
Your fastest time from this morning in our preliminary heats of the 500 was Matt Slady, freshman from St. Xavier. He swam at 4:47.46 in this event.
Okay, up in lane 7, that's Drew Hamilton leading the race. And now we're going to an interview.
Okay, I am here with the winner of the girls 400 medley relay. This is Ursuline, and we have Emily Slaby, raise your hand. Bridget Blood. Elizabeth Marsteller and Temery Tomley. Okay, and they had a time of 3:52.55. Emily, you started off with a really great split, 57.46. That was kind of freakishly fast.
Oh, thank you. It was fun just to start off the relay and start off the night like that, so it was great.
Bridget, how was your split?
It was better than I was hoping. I really was excited to be able to keep the lead up. So.
It's interesting watching you swim because you're very relaxed, but you're very strong under the water, and it's almost deceiving, and I like that.
Thank you. I tried to stay up on top of the water as much as possible.
And you guys had pretty much a lead the whole way, so were you worried about your swim?
I wasn't worried at all. We have a great backstroker and breaststroker, and so I knew that I was coming in with a great lead, and so that gave me a lot more confidence, and I was able to swim fast.
So Temery, did you go on a 4-lap sprint, or did you just go to finish?
No, I went as hard as I could because I knew it was going to be close, and they needed me for the last leg, so I had to go as hard as I possibly could.
What was your split?
I think it's like a 50.9.
And you girls are, now this is the same relay that's swimming the 400 freestyle in just a little bit too. You all swimming tomorrow?
Yeah.
And I hear there's exciting news from you.
About
next year.
college? Yeah, excited to be swimming at the University of Alabama next year, so that'll be a really good new chapter of my life.
I'm sure your parents are ecstatic about it.
Yes, they are.
Okay, who wants to do a bulldog? Woof. 1, 2, 3.
Lions.
Oh, lions. Oh, who's a bulldog? Who's a bulldog? Somebody said, oh, my bad. It never fails. I do this every year. So, okay, do the lion. Do the roar. Do it.
Roar.
Roar. Okay, great. Thanks, girls. Good luck.
Okay, Mike, we're back.
Wolf, lion,
Lion.
roar.
One of those animals.
One of those animals. Hey, Jenny, it's got to be one of those animals in the zoo.
Kevin
It's
Moscow
got to be one of those animals in the zoo.
with a 50, the bell lap. And he's having a very good swim right here. Up in lane 8, Trevor Perzelis. Springfield High. And Kevin Moscow is going to get the victory with a time of 1:46.48. Trevor finished with a time of 1:46.80. Very tight race. Drew Hamilton gets third with a time of 1:49.08. 1:49.08. And Mike, we're ready to set the final heat. 500 freestyle.
Swimming in lane 1, Jackson Higgins, Dayton Oakwood. Lane 2, Jack Hendricks, St. Xavier. Lane 3, Josh Brooks, Centerville. Lane 4, Brock Turner, Oakwood. Lane 5, Cliff Gerda-Miller, Oakwood. Lane 6, Brian McNamara, Lakota West. Lane 7, Wendy Zhu, Oakwood. And lane 8, Jake Carlson of Centerville.
We'll get this race underway and we'll go to an interview. Okay, and we're going to go to an interview.
We're here with Temery Tomley, a junior from Ursuline who won the 50-yard freestyle tonight with a 23.92. If she looks familiar, she was just here with the Ursuline medley relay team, and she'll be shown here later with the freestyle relay. So, Temery, what did you think of your swim?
I thought it was pretty good. I was really happy with my turn and finish. They were really strong. I thought I did a really good race. I really wanted that record, but I guess I'll just have to come back and get it next year.
What was your time coming into the meet?
23, well, coming in, it was my best time of a 23.1.
Well, that's great. So you lowered it. That's good. Now, how many breaths do you take?
I think I took like 3.
One a lap, okay. Okay, so you're swimming tomorrow?
Yes.
I guess I should put the mark there. Yeah. And your workouts, you change anything with your workouts going into sectionals or stay the same?
They stay the same. I was still working really hard, doing hard practices, so I wasn't rested. So I was pretty tired going into this meet, and so I'm pretty happy with this time and everything and how well I'm doing so far.
So you should be optimistic going forward and getting to state, hopefully, huh?
Yes, I'm looking for best time at state, and I'm really excited.
That'll be great. Well, best of luck to you tomorrow and for the rest of the meets to state.
Thank you.
Thank you much. We'll see you a little bit.
Okay, and Cliff Gordon-Miller is out first, in first place right now with a 146.4 at the 200 mark. He's got probably a 4 body length lead, commanding lead. He's being chased in the battle for second for Turner Brock out of Dayton Oakwood and Brian McNamara out of Lakota West. Very solid. All 3 of those guys are having good races. Gordon Miller just dominant right now.
He has really had a great career. He's a great swimmer.
He is a very good.
Where's he going to school, do you know?
I have not heard.
I'll have to ask him tomorrow.
Yeah.
You've probably watched him for a long time, more than I have.
I have. He does a great job. Kevin Weldon has had a very strong group of boys up there, and he's one of the stalwarts out of that group. And certainly, I remember seeing him swim his first mile at Cincinnati Country Day School. He was swimming in our distance meet, and he dove in. I said, "This kid thinks he's swimming a 200." And he never stopped. He just kept it rolling. I said, he is tough as nails. And that's the way I've seen him swim his entire career. He gets in and go. All right, we're going to switch back to an interview here as we finish up this race.
Okay, we're here with the winner of the girls 100 backstroke. This is Hannah Whiteley. She is a freshman from Springboro. She went blazing 56.15 tonight, breaking the classic record. Hannah, what did you think of that swim?
I thought it was a really good swim for me. It wasn't my best time, but still pretty good.
What is your best time?
My best time is a 54.7.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, but you haven't been tapered or anything, so are you happy at all?
I'm really happy because I'm in the middle of training, and I mean that's a pretty fast time for training and stuff, and I'm pretty broken down right now. Okay.
And are you swimming any other events tonight or?
Well, tonight I'm swimming the 2 free relay, and then tomorrow I'm swimming the 2 back and 100 free.
Okay. So we all need to come back and see you swim those events if you do as well in the 100 as you might do tomorrow. So Any plans for your workouts, or are you just going to be still working? Are you working through your workouts until sectionals?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we'll take that for the answer. Okay, and Hannah, you are also the recipient of the Jim Dillon Award for this event. We present that to you. Congratulations and good luck tomorrow, not only and in your sectionals and the rest of the meets.
Thank you.
Okay, and Gordon Miller wins with a time of 4:30.58. 4:30.58. Finishing second, that's Turner, Brock Turner. 4:38.82. Finishing third, McNamara. Ryan finished with a time of 4:45.59.
Okay, 50 breast JV event. Swimming in heat 1, lane 1. Rebecca Johnson of Anderson. Lane 2, Christine DeLong, Bellbrook. Lane 3, Kelly Lutmer, Ursuline. Lane 4, Izzy King, Turpin. Lane 5, Alyssa Sinchek, Mason. Lane 6, Rachel Dornoff, Mason. Lane 7, Elise Brandwine, Mason. I guess, yeah, Rachel Dornoff is of Ursuline and Brandwine of Mason. And lane 8, Allie Mooring of Seton.
And in lane 4, Lizzie King out to the early lead. It's a mad dash. Good tempo, good extension with her arms. And she gets the victory. A time of 33.99. Finishing second, that's Rebecca Johnson of Anderson, freshman. 34.89.
Swimming lane 2, Abby Engelhardt, St. Ursula. Lane 2, Alyssa Lewis, Wilmington. Lane 3, Abby Marshall, Versailles. Lane 4, Morgan Massey, Dayton Carroll. Lane 5, Emily Engelhardt, Cincinnati St. Ursula. Lane 6, Claire Myers, Chaminade Julienne. Lane 7, Ashlyn Cordonnier of Versailles. And lane 8, Convi Tron of Vandalia Butler. Hopefully that's right. Not exactly sure, but I did my best.
I'm going to go with Cordonnier. Donnier?
Ashlyn Cordonnier. I think it is Cordonnier, just like Versailles. I'm not, I was talking about the last one I hope I got right.
Convi?
Not sure.
We apologize ahead of time for any names we may have mispronounced. Or mispronounce in the future. Okay, lane 4. Morgan Massey had a very good underwear pullout. And up in lane 8, the name we can't pronounce, also had a very good pullout. Massey powering home. She has a good body length lead.
Right now, this is Morgan Massey, sophomore from Dayton Carroll, body length lead, 5 to go. After all,
31.02, breaking the meet record held by Claire Mongenis. That time of 31.02, that's a very good junior varsity time.
the new record holder at 31.02, sophomore from Dayton Carroll, Morgan Massey.
Okay, now we have the
Boys lane
junior varsity.
heat 1. Christopher McCoy, Chaminade Julienne. Dylan Dykes, lane 2 of Princeton. Lane 3, Drew Poole of Eaton. Lane 4, Jake Mazzone of Princeton. Lane 5, Alex Porter, Vandalia Butler. Lane 6, Jacob Brabender of LaSalle. Lane 7, Stephen Hafner of St. Xavier. Lane 8, Drew Meister of LaSalle.
I think you nailed them all.
Thank you. That's why I'm here.
Definitely. I would not be nearly as efficient. Now, this is one thing that's great about these 50s, Mike, is it gives the kids a chance to be on TV that might not otherwise have that opportunity. Their relays, they may not be on the A relay, and they may not make the relays this evening.
I just wish have it, just make it a varsity event. And then take away all the crap about who swims it and who doesn't swim it. Because it's just a big mess every year and it causes ill will.
Well, I have noticed this year it seems less athletes, less of the year-round athletes.
That's because they made a big deal of studying if you're in the top 16 at districts, but there's a big loophole with freshmen, and the intent of the rule is not to have those kids in this event. And I just wish they would just either eliminate it or make it varsity and let people decide what they want to swim.
That's going to be a great debate for years to come, I'm sure. Okay, and our winner there, Alex Porter, with a time of 30.71 in the consolation heat. And now we go to the final heat.
Swimming in lane 1, Ben Buter, senior, Cincinnati St. Xavier. Lane 2, Josh Fogarty, Cincinnati St. Xavier. Lane 3, Cole Albers, Versailles. Lane 4, Ian Jones, St. Xavier. Lane 5, Ollie Acombe, St. Xavier. Lane 6, Malik Elder, winner of the 50 freestyle, Dayton Meadowdale. Lane 7, Michael Gladfelder, Oak Hills. And lane 8, Patrick Johnson of Anderson. Here's another example why it's not really right. Because your team is large and you need space, you put kids in the event. And I just say, make it a varsity event and let people make the best decisions they want to make and not have that.
That would eliminate all the controversy.
Yeah, it's done. I mean,
you heard it here first. Mike Leonard's solution to the problem.
And let the coaches and the athletes decide what's best in their interest to swim.
And if their philosophy is athletes that are more veteran athletes need to swim it that way, then they make that decision, right? The coaches can make those decisions on what's in the best.
The bottom line is it's not a junior varsity event. The whole meet is the biggest, most competitive high school meet in the world.
Yeah. And lane 4 gets the victory. Ian Jones with a time of 28:44. Elder of Dayton finishes second with a 28:94. Now we go to a collegiate event, the 200 breaststroke. Record held by Rachel Guston from 1993. 2:17:21 is the record in this event.
Swimming in lane 1, Haley Olson of Turpin. Lane 2, Savannah Rice, Lakota West. Lane 3, Morgan Massey of Dayton Carroll. Lane 4, Gretchen Posix of Dayton Oakwood. Lane 5, Leah Dupree, Marymount. Lane 6, Brooklyn Gary of Walnut Hills. Lane 7, Allie Wade of Ursuline. Lane 8, Noel Kipp of Oakwood.
And Pat Lunsford just stopped by the booth to say hello.
Always a thrill.
In lane 5, the early lead, that's Leah Dupree. Leah Dupree is a Marymount freshman, very strong swimmer. She's followed by Morgan Massey. And lane 3, good breaststroker there from Dayton Carroll High School. Up in lane 6, that's Nicole Kipp. Very tight race between our first two contestants. Leah Dupree still holding on to the lead. You see there in lane 5, in the middle of your screen. That's it. Good underwater pull out. And Mike right there looked like she did her kick before her arms pulled down, which is a new technique. It's being used extensively at the college level. Let's see, I'm going to watch this turn here. Okay, her hands must separate, and there's the kick, and then the pull. And that's a very well done, well executed maneuver. And she has really opened up a big lead. And it looks like we're going to have another interview here. There's an underwater shot. It's an interesting shot there.
Yes, that's new this year too, I believe.
Looks like they widened the hole.
Well, that's the touch pads are blocking the window.
Okay. All right. And Dupree has run away with this event. It's a battle for second between Massey and Gretchen Possick out of Dayton Oakwood. Lady Dupree's going to win with a time of 2:25.13. Wins the console heat. Finishing second. Massey gets up for second at 2:29.64. 2:29.64. Now we head to the championship finals. There's the split screen.
Swimming in lane 1, Rachel Hester, Mercy. Lane 2, Bridget Blood, Ursuline Academy. Lane 3, Marissa Pulaski, Centerville. Lane 4, Kendra Crew, Springfield Shawnee. Lane 5, Reagan Engel, Springfield Catholic Central. Lane 6, Marissa Lehman, Dayton Carroll. Lane 7, Casey Frazier, Lakota West. And lane 8, Claire Monganis, senior from Marymount.
Monganis. And then the record in this, once again, is Rachel Gusson, 2:17.21.
That's an old one, 1993.
1993. And I think last year they got close to that record, but didn't quite get it. And we'll see here. I remember Rachel being very unassuming, stands behind the blocks and their arms folded.
She lives in Cincinnati with her husband. She's a doctor, and her husband is a doctor, John Pierre, Olympic swimmer John Pierresma.
And we're going to an interview.
Kevin Weldon, Dayton Raiders. They've won 6 of 8 events tonight at this meet. Unbelievable performance. We got 2-time winner tonight, Josh Quallen. He won the 100 back and 100 fly. Tell us about your races.
Both races just felt really good. I took it out pretty strong. I knew I had to, and I was just able to have the legs to hold on.
How fast do you expect to go at state meet?
Fast.
49, 48 in both events?
A little faster would be nice.
47?
That'd be nice.
What's the world record?
Oh, I have no clue.
Now, you going to the University of Louisville next year?
Yes.
Now, their team's #1 in basketball. Their football team was top 10. When you start swimming for them, how are they going to be ranked in the country?
They were 9th last year at NC2A, so hopefully they'll keep moving up.
Take Louisville to the next level. You're already doing that with Wilmington College. Good luck tomorrow. You got 200 backstroke and 200 IM.
Yeah.
This guy's won about 6 events at the Classic over the years. He continues to win. Kevin Weldon's kids are doing great. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Rachel Guston set the record at 2:17.21. Crew looking strong.
Got a good race right here for second because the leader, Kendra Crew, is way out ahead. She's out.
Has to come back to under 37, and we're going to have a new meet record.
She's got a good shot here, Mike.
$25 yards to go at 2 minutes.
Got a good shot. She comes
Gonna
home
be
with
close.
17. Yeah.
Wow, that's a nice drop from the morning at 2:24 seat time.
Battle for
I think
second.
she's got it.
She's finishing strong.
She's going to get it.
Just missed it.
Just missed.
Just missed it.
Ah,
That's a
very
great
good,
swim.
though. That's awesome.
100ths of a second of the classic record. Kendra Crew.
9 100s.
Finishing second, Marissa Pollock. And finishing third, Engel. Reagan Engel. Engel went 2:25.02. Pollock went 2:24.54. All right, now we go to the men's breaststroke.
B final, swimming lane 1, Micah Rhodes, Dayton Oakwood. Lane 2, Mike Montag, St. Xavier. Lane 3, Jonathan Seeger, Sycamore. Lane 4, Mitchell Fry, St. Xavier. Lane 5, John Raker, Lakota West. Lane 6, Matthew Schleer, Kings. Lane 7, Christopher Kolasicki, Kings. And lane 8, Corey Beinhardt, Centerville.
This record's held by Heath Tamaris, 2:04:18. Heath is the son of Gary Tamaris, longtime coach and retired coach from Milford High School. And we're ready for another interview, Mike.
We're the winner of the boys 50 breaststroke. Ian Jones from St. X High School. Ian, tell us about your race.
It was all right. I could have taken it out a little faster, but overall, I guess I'm happy with it.
Now, the 50 breast is not a state meet event. What's your 100 breaststroke time?
My 100 breaststroke time is 1:01:46.
What do you hope to do at districts and state?
I'm hoping to break a minute, if not go 57:58.
What's your next best event?
Probably the 200 IM.
Where do you rank on St. X team in that?
6th, 5th, somewhere around there.
Yeah, the problem with St. X's depth and talent is only 4 people in each event. You're currently ranked 4th at 100 breast. You got a chance to go to state meet and carry on the tradition. Good luck tomorrow. What are you swimming tomorrow?
I'm swimming the 100 breaststroke and the 100 IM.
Good luck in 100 IM and 100 breast. Maybe you'll be up here again.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, we've got Corey Beinhardt out of Centerville up at the bottom of the screen leading this race, and he's got about a 2 body length lead on the field, which is very tight for second. And it looks like they've got Corey Miller up here for an interview coming up pretty soon. Get through this event here. In lane 8, outside Smoke wins the heat at 2:15:25. Corey finishes first. In second, that's Matthew Schur, Kings, and he went 2:17:40 for second.
Can you say Corey had an oops this morning?
Could be. Well, you know, they only drop
4 seconds.
4 seconds. We've seen that kind of drop quite often tonight.
All right, swimming in A finals. Lane 1, Nathaniel Lowry of Centerville. Lane 2, Tommy Cope, Vandalia Butler. Lane 3, James Delgado, St. Xavier. Lane 4, Steve Russo, St. Xavier. Lane 5, Jonathan Rudder, the junior from Cincinnati, Wyoming. Lane 6, Will Imbus, St. Xavier. Lane 7, Trevor Kiriazis of Springfield. And lane 8, Keenan Adams of St. Xavier.
The record here of 2:04:18 set in 2005. Should be a great race.
Heath Tamaris.
Good start. Okay, and very close field at the turn. Good rhythm, good tempo, Mike. What do you look for in a breaststroke or swimming a 200 breaststroke? What are you looking for in their tempo?
I'm looking for easy speed and few breaths possible on the first 50 without eliminating the quickness.
Rudder out first there with a time of 29.2, good first 50, and he's taken a little bit of a lead.
I look for easy speed and then increasing the tempo by 50. But not so much to the point where it's slowing you down. You have to find that fine line where you can be efficient and fast and feel strong in that first 50, and then increase your tempo as the race goes on and give yourself a shot to compete at the end of the race by having the energy to swim at the end of the race.
It's a great image right there of Jonathan Rudder. Extension is outstanding. He gets really, really far off his wall. It's a beautiful, beautiful technique. And right there, Steve Russo, also very smooth, very powerful. Up in lane 7, that's Trevor Corrales out of Springfield High, looking good. Rudder in command. He's got a classic stroke, very good extension. Builds into his race very nicely. And he has really opened up a huge lead. Almost a 2 to 3 body length lead there. Battle is for second. Will Imbus out of Xavier coming up a little bit. Here comes Delgado out in lane 3. 3 Xavier boys there fighting for second and third and fourth. Up in lane 7, Trevor. Delgado really picking it up. Rudder wins easily, 2:07.57. Congratulations. Trevor gets second with a 2:11.14, followed by Delgado. James was 2:11.34, so very close between second and third. Rudder winning. Congratulations, Mike, on your swimmer there winning his Classic Championship. And now we go to the sprint relays.
Takes us to the 200 free relay, the last event of the evening for the girls. The guys will follow. Swimming in heat 1, lane 1, Milford. Lane 2, Seton. Lane 3, Springfield Catholic Central. Lane 4, Mason. Lane 5, Mariemont. Lane 6, Beaver Creek. Lane 7, Lakota West. And lane 8, Springboro.
Record held by Ursuline Academy, 136.84. That record is in jeopardy tonight. We've had quite a few records set today on day 1. I'm very impressed with the explosiveness of the athletes. And looks like Claire Gilmore taking out the early lead for Mariemont, lane 5. Followed by Springfield, lane 3. And that's Katie Gabroro in lane 5 for Mariemont with about a body length lead. Up in lane 8, that's Springboro High School, Allison Clough. Gabroro and it's still leading. Leah Dupree, we're getting ready to see take the third leg. She was our consolation 200 breaststroke winner. And she had a very good pickup. And Mariemont in command of this race. It's a race for second right now. Looks like Beaver Creek has gotten up a little bit ahead for second. And anchoring Claremont Genis, another breaststroker for Mariemont. Sprint freestyler. And Mariemont running away from the field right here. They just missed being in the final heat tonight by about a half a second, so really showing some good strength now. Beaver Creek in second place. And Mariemont wins with a time of 1:40.13, good solid time. Beaver Creek second, 1:41.92. And Mason gets up for third at 1:42.53. And now we go to the championship finals.
Swimming in lane 1, Cincinnati St. Ursula Academy. Lane 2, Dayton Oakwood. Lane 3, Centerville. Lane 4, Indian Hill. Lane 5, Ursuline Academy. Lane 6, Versailles. Lane 7, Sycamore. And lane 8, Turpin.
Okay, and Indian Hill is a Division II school, so it's interesting to see them seated first here. We've got a very strong group of girls there. Ursuline seated second. And that's Tamari Tomley taking the early lead, being chased by Rachel McGough. Tomley is our 50 free champion this evening. She gets them out in front here with a time of 23.9. Rachel McGough, 24.9. And in the water, that's Emily Slaby. Devin Lanstra for Indian Hill. Up in lane 6, that's Amber Seibert from Versailles. Indian Hill in second. Ursuline in first. For Ursuline, that's Bridget Blood. Saw her in the breaststrokes, and that's Elizabeth Dreerup from Indian Hill. Ashlyn Cordonier from Versailles up in lane 6. Right there, you can see Ursuline in command. Mosteller, Santa Tracy just went into the water for Indian Hill. She made up quite a bit on that start. It's a good race going on right here for first. It looks like Ursuline's got a little bit too much of a lead. Xana's giving chase. And Ursuline wins the race with a time of 36:66, breaking the record. Record was 36:84, so by 2/10. Indian Hill, 37:60 for second. And Versailles does get third with a time of 1:39.74. So the girls' competition has come to a close. Very exciting girls' competition today, Mike. And now we set the field for the boys' 200 free relay.
Swimming in heat 1, Beaver Creek. Lane 1, Beaver Creek. Lane 2, Vandalia Butler. Lane 3, Lakota West. Lane 4, Madera. Lane 5, Kings. Lane 6, Talawanda. Lane 7, Cincinnati, Wyoming. And lane 8, Xenia.
Yeah, the record held here by St. Xavier 1999. 125.74 is the current record. And they're off. Lane 4, Stuart Marsh gets out to the other lead. And Andrew Cole up in lane 8 is flying. He's out. He's now taking the lead. Very fast tempo with his stroke down at the bottom of the screen. You can barely see him there. Getting to the wall first. Xenia went 22-3 leading off there. Now lane 5, Sycamore. Stephen Isos. Lane 2, that's Casey Gallagher out of Anderson, who is now pulling up. We had 2-3 lead changes in the first 100. Okay. Sycamore holding on. Anderson right there. Versailles up in lane 8, or down at the bottom of the screen. It's going to come down to the anchor. Anchoring for Sycamore, Charlie Fry. Talked about him and his injury earlier. Lane 2, that's Anderson going in the water second. Mason now up for third, up in lane 6. And Sycamore is going to win this heat. It's a battle for second. Sycamore, a time of 1:30.34. Finishing second, that was Butler. Okay, that's Butler, and Vandalia Butler was second.
Vandalia Butler.
They finished with a 1:31.99.
Final race of the night. Swimming in lane 1, Centerville. Lane 2, Anderson. Lane 3, Moeller. Lane 4, St. X. Lane 5, Sycamore. Lane 6, Mason. Lane 7, Dayton Oakwood. Lane 8, Versailles.
I want to apologize. I think I inverted a name, put Sycamore in the console heat. We had an athlete go in the water there. Let's see what the call will be. Okay. Grant Johnson in lane 4, Greg Nimberg in lane 3, out to the early lead. Lane 5, that's Mason. Drew Selman. Xavier got a half a body head. Tight race. Moeller right there on their hip. Sycamore right there as well. Xavier turns first. Sycamore following closely. Mark Patcher for Sycamore, sophomore. Michael Fry hands off to Jack Hendricks. And Xavier's going to get the victory. Sycamore looks like they're in position to get second. Oh, we got lane 6 coming up fast. Lane 1 down here. The top of the screen, Centerville gets up for second. Xavier wins with a time of 1:26.75. The record stands. Centerville finishes second, 1:29.12. Third place goes to Sycamore with a time of 1:29.60. And that brings us to our conclusion, Mike.
Well, exciting swims tonight, and some records reemerge on day 1 this year.
That was good to see. I was impressed with the conversation about Pat Lunsford and his history and outstanding volunteerism for the swimmers in this area for so many years.
Volunteerism and outstanding service.
Tremendous.
A huge reason why Southwest Ohio is so competitive in the state and also in the country in swimming.
Well, you know, and he not only provided his service here locally, but was an Olympic starter. I believe he started 2 Olympics. I could be wrong on my statistics there, but he
won Olympics.
He won Olympics, so he certainly had an opportunity to go to the highest level of officiating.
And Vice President of Operations for USA Swimming.
Right. You know, one of the things that he helped push through was a kids initiative where all the rules in the various venues, YMCA, USA Swimming, high school, tried to get them all on the same page so the kids would have one set of rules, which I think is huge. I think it was very confusing, and he helped pioneer that thought.
Certainly has left his mark and made the sport a lot better.
Right.
Well, that concludes our coverage of day 1 of the Southwest Ohio Swim Classic Finals. For the entire Waycross community team, Billy Keating, Benson Sperling, I'm Mike Leonard. Good night from the Classic.
Good night.
Copies of this program are available for $20 each. Send program title, along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio, 45240. Or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv.